So when an outage normally occurs, the first thing that happens is the smart meter located at the customer's business or house will send what is called a last gasp. That's saying, hey, I don't have power, something's wrong. And it sends that message up to a relay station, which bounces it to another relay station, which ultimately comes back to what is our AMI system, which is the Advanced Metering Infrastructure. And it reports this location doesn't have power. And as other meters in that area start to report the same last gasp, our OMS system, our outage management system, will look at the common device on the grid that all of those outages have, whether it's a fuse or a transformer or even all the way up to a substation level. So once the OMS system says this is the single device that all of these reported outages are occurring from, it creates a job in our system. And it says this has been verified. By verified, it means we have sent a message out to that meter saying, hey, are you back? Like you sent us a last gasp message. You said you were out without power. We're sending another message instantly saying, are you still out? And if we do not get a response, the system says this is a verified outage. We know these people do not have power. And at that moment, our system operators see this printout come across their screen that says you have a job, it's located in this general area, and they can start that job, assign a crew to that job, and that crew member gets a message saying you have been assigned the following outage. Now, as far as how a customer gets notified about this, they can sign up through our customer outreach program to receive a text message or an email or a combination of both. So that's how an outage notification typically happens at PWC. So when the customer calls and say they do not have power, the customer service representative who takes that call will manually put in a notice into the OMS system, which our system dispatchers will see. When they see that come in, the system operator will search up that customer's name and address, and they can ping the meter of that customer. And what a ping is a simple message that says, hey, are you there and are you awake? And if the meter has power to it, then that meter can respond. And if that meter responds, then from the PWC side, our power is reaching that customer's meter and everything on our side is correct. So if there is a power outage being experienced by the customer, that means it is on their side. And what they need to do at that point is to call a certified electrician to come inspect their equipment. Keeping communication up during large storms or very widespread outages, that can be challenging. We do have a lot of redundancy in our network. We try to make it as robust as possible. There's always circumstances that can prevent this. We have had very few of those. Usually when an outage occurs, our customers are notified. There have been occasions where a cell phone vendor may not have service at that moment for whatever reason, and customers who are using that particular wireless service, they may not get notified, but that's nothing that we have any control over. The initial message that's sent is going to give a rough estimate, and that rough estimate is anywhere between 2 and 3 hours. Now, when the crew gets on site, the crew can assess the situation and determine what equipment needs to be repaired. If they have that piece of equipment on their truck and it's a 30-minute fix, they can update this OMS system, and once they do, another message is sent out with that updated estimated time to restoration. It could also, in the event that a pole has been knocked down, well, they don't have extra utility poles strapped to the back of their pickup truck. So at that point, they have to call in, hey, this is what needs to be done. A truck has to go to the yard where we have our extra poles, load that up, drive it out there, remove the old pole, put up the new one, and all the stuff that's involved with that could be a 4-hour task. So at that point, they would update it, say this is not going to take 2 to 3 hours, this will be 4 hours. And once the time estimate is updated, another message is sent out with the corrected estimated time of restoration. So one bit of information that I like customers to be aware of is the moment your power goes out, you are not being billed. So that you don't have to worry that PWC is charging you for a service that we are not providing at that moment. It is PWC's goal to have power restored to you as quickly as possible and safely and quickly as possible.